The town of Sandakan, which is one of Malaysia's port towns, is situated on Sabah's eastern coast. The town is located 319 kilometers from Kota Kinabalu, the capital of Sabah, and 1900 kilometers away from Kuala Lumpur, the capital of Malaysia. It is also 28 kilometers from the international border with the Philippines. Sandakan is the second largest city in Sabah, with population around 380,000 people dated 2021. The British North Borneo Company founded the name of Elopura in 1874, which means beautiful town, and was later changed back to its original name by the locals to Sandakan. Besides Elopura, it was also nicknamed to Little Hong Kong due to a strong presence of ethnic Chinese migration from Hong Kong.
The fascinating history and profusion of beautiful landfallers in Sandakan are its most well-known features, as now Sandakan is now usually referred to as the gateway to Borneo's wildlife. It will be the significant experience for anyone who enjoys animals when travelling. Most of the people can visit Labok Bay Proboscis Monkey Sanctuary, Selingan Turtle Islands, understand its cultural and historical sites, and get close to orang-utans and some bears in Sandakan. Sandakan is a year-round destination and dry season from August to September, and it will be great for those looking for mild weather. On the other hand, Sabah experience is wet season from October to December and not suitable for tourists who are seeking mild weather in travelling.
There are several unmissable things you can do in Sandakan. You can have a glimpse at the endangered animals like orangutans and Bornean sun bears that can be found in Sepilok. Sepilok has an orangutan rehabilitation center at the edge of Kabiri Sepilok Forest Reserve. Today, there are around 60 to 80 orangutans living independently in the reserve, and approximately 25 orphan orangutans are housed in the nurseries. The best thing is, you can see babies and adolescent orangutans tumble, fight and play at the outdoor nursery right before feeding time. However, adult orangutan sightings are not guaranteed as they move freely in the forest. But you can try your chance during the daily morning and afternoon feedings, as it seems to draw many orangutans to the feeding platforms. After meeting the orangutans, you can take just another 1 minute of walking from Orangutan Rehabilitation Center to the Bornean Sun Bear Conservation Center, which was made public in 2014. It is around 25 kilometers west of Sandakan City and about 2 kilometers from the Rainforest Discovery Center. Black bears with golden horseshoe-shaped markings on their chest that mimic the rising sun are known as Bornean sun bears. One of the greatest sights on earth to see sun bears who have been safe climbing trees, foraging for food and acting normally is Sepilok. Today, the region around the center is home to 44 ex-captive or orphan sun bears that were rescued. Along with rehabilitation, the center seeks to increase public understanding of this endangered species' need for protection. The personnel are very welcoming and enthusiastic in informing the public and serving their mission.
Bornean Rainforest. The Rainforest Discovery Center in Sepilok is a fantastic spot to visit if you're interested in learning more about Borneo's rainforest. You may travel along a 350-meter long canopy walkway to see what goes on in a rainforest at treetop level. A system of hiking routes and paddle boats for rent are also available. If any other walking routes inside Sepilok Orangutan Sanctuary are available, you can also take a short stroll there. If you're lucky, you can even get to witness the enormous flying squirrels ascend the tree before gliding right by you. River Cruise. Sepilok serves as a starting point for Kinabalu River excursions and forest expedition. The Kinabalu River is located in a region with distinct habitats and tropical lowland rainforest. It is a well-known location for seeing animals. If you do not have much time, you can take a one-day cruise where you'll be able to view some orangutans and curious crocodile monkeys. A longer duration of Kinabalu River cruise is also strongly advised, as it offers the best opportunity to observe many orangutans, pygmy elephants, and other animals. Monkey Sanctuary. Labok Bay Proboscis Monkey Sanctuary is, in contrast to other rehabilitation and conservation centers, is a privately owned facility. It is about 40 kilometers from Sandakan and is situated among an active palm oil plantation. There, the monkeys are fed every day from the numerous feeding platforms due to their insufficient food supply in the relatively tiny pocket of mangrove forest that is still present to this day. Island clusters. Sandakan Archipelago may be explored by boat, which can be hired from the Sandakan port. The Turtle Island National Park includes Selingan, Gulisan, and Bakungan Kecil, where you may see many hawkbills and green turtles hatch their eggs. You will also be able to go to Berhala Island to see the sunrise. Berhala's breathtaking central cliffs and boulders are also offers good rock climbing opportunities for those who are interested.
In addition to activities in Sandakan, sightseeing can also be quite interesting. Visiting the Puji Temple that overlooks the town of Sandakan. Moreover, being one of the largest temples in town, it will give you quite a sunset view. With the beautiful and relaxing view of the sunset at Puji Temple in mind, make sure to dinner at one of the best seafood places. the Sim Sim Water Village that sells fresh seafood with the locals. Located 3 km from Sandakan on Jalan Budi Sim Sim, with its obvious wooden houses connected with wooden platforms, just like an old-style fishing village upon wooden stilts. After a great dinner, you can head over to Gamontong Caves for the following day with a taxi ride from Sandakan. An ancient cave with a spectacular cathedral-like main chamber that goes deep into the Gamontong Hill, and you may need a full day to explore it. It is also known to be filled with bats, birds, and cockroaches. However, the Gamontong Cave has been featured in quite a few travel magazines, and it is photogenic for any of the photographers.
As to promote Sandakan as a tourist destination, we should actively utilize the means of the media to display the beauty of Sandakan via television, social media, advertisement, and pamphlets. In this era of digitalization, this method will provide the easiest way for Sandakan to be well known by natural and cultural enthusiasts all around the world by giving the public a glimpse of the enchanting sights of river cruise, beautiful landscape, rainforest, monkey sanctuary, island, and many more that can be shown to represent the perfect mix of what Sandakan is all about. Tourists from all around the world will be encouraged to travel there to witness for themselves the grand scene with their eyes of what Sandakan has to offer. In Sandakan, you are closer to the area's main attractions, especially when you are in Sepilok, where it's just a short walking distance from all the lodges to both orang-utan and some bear sanctuaries and Rainforest Discovery Center. You can do all the exciting day tours to the surrounding area either from Sandakan or Sepilok. In Sandakan or Sepilok, you will also be closer to the jungle. Some of the Sandakan's lodges are inside the rainforest with good chances to spot wildlife.
Sandakan offers great accommodation for tourists who wishes to stay. Sepilok Jungle Resort is a beautiful resort in Sepilok, Sandakan, located within 5 km walk from the Sepilok Orang-Utan Sanctuary. The resort is also located near the Sandakan airport, therefore making it easier for tourists to reach the resort. The resort is surrounded by beautiful jungle scenery which attracts tourists to stay at the resort. There are many travel packages to Sandakan which provides tourists a guided tour of the attractions around Sandakan. The travel packages included itinerary to popular tourist hotspots around Sandakan such as the Sandakan Memorial Park. Accommodations and food are also provided for the ease of the tourists.
Since the Sepilok Orang-Utan Rehabilitation Center was built at the protected land at the edge of Kabili Sepilok Forest Reserve, the creation of reserve areas can minimize the impact of deforestation on orang-utans and reduce the number of young ants to become the victim of illegal pet trap. Wildlife Department has also considered Sepilok to become a helpful teaching tool for educating both local and tourists by following an important rule which is not obstruct the rehabilitation procedures. The positive impact of promoting Sandakan to locals is an economic aspect. Since the tourism project has been promoted in Sandakan, more and more tourists welcome to have a visit. Thus, various types of tourism packages can be promoted and increase the economy of Sandakan. Other than tourism packages, it also stimulates the creation of new business and bring out more positive images of Sandakan. The economic growth can be seen through the industrialization and creation of infrastructure utilities.
The cons of promoting Sandakan includes the lack of trained labour for hotels and related facilities in Sabah, as well as the flexibility of accessing them from the outside. The tourism industry suffers from a severe shortage of skilled workers, especially at the middle and top management levels. There are also significant shortages of tour guides, naturalists, and language experts for touring the international tourists. The negative impact of promoting Sandakan are the environmental impacts. The environmental impacts such as air pollution and noise pollution occur due to transportation. In order to improve the tourism by upgrading the transportation, the number of flights to Sandakan and transportation to the resorts and destinations will increase, which will cause the emission of carbon dioxide much more as compared to before. The air pollution from aeroplanes and buses will disturb the wildlife, especially in sensitive locations, and for instances, it might have potential to cause the wildlife to alter their natural activity patterns.
For making the tourism products of Sandakan sustainable, travel packages can include transportation deals that use bicycles instead of taxis or buses for short distance travels. Travel agencies will find that using bicycles for short distance travels can improve the budget of their travel packages and engage tourists because of the high fuel prices these days. Furthermore, tourists could benefit from the exercise, which improves their health and is in line with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal number 3. Moreover, harmful gases from vehicles can be reduced and will help preserve the natural environment and the heritage of Sandakan for years to come.
Say no to buying illegal wildlife products, as they are pretty much linked to wildlife cruelty, smuggling, custom evasion, or illegal activities. As an example of illegal wildlife products are sea turtle meat and eggs, which are likely obtained through environmentally damaging means that may cause indirect harm when invasive species are introduced to damage the ecosystem which the sea turtle normally preys on. Local people usually depend on local wild animals and plants for their daily sustain, and that is why imbalance in the natural ecosystem affects the community's well-being in the long run. Thank you.